Alright guys, so we are going to be over here on University and Griggs. There was a homicide that did occur. They are looking for a Subaru, I believe Outlander or Outback, I'm sorry, Outback. Um, did have a South Dakota plate. This woman here is yelling they just killed my cousin. I believe she was probably with the victim when it did happen. There was a female on scene who said a car rolled up. They did put out a cops alert. They did put a cops alert out for the vehicle. Had a South Dakota plate. There goes Homicide there. I appreciate it, Ralphie. She's doing good. She's doing really good. She's making a great recovery. I appreciate you guys. Right now we are on University and Griggs. The block between that one block, we were trying to find that one day actually. I really appreciate it, you guys. I definitely do, and I know she does as well. But yeah, there goes University there. She's yelling that it was a setup. Shoot. We got this car right here, guys. Bunch of people just got out running. We got more people trying to climb over here. We had multiple individuals jump out of this vehicle here. She's yelling at him to go to the front. Oops, sorry guys. Yeah, basically more family members showed up to the scene, guys, here, and they did try to hop over the tape, try to get to the scene. They rolled up in this vehicle down here. And the cops were yelling at them. They are getting a vehicle description of this vehicle here. It did drive through the perimeter, so they are just trying to get the car identified. People are walking to the front. He is turning his vehicle around here. I can't see where the actual barrier is up at right now. Oh, actually I do. It's over here. So that is going to be where the body is. We do have some officers taking off at high rates of speed here. It's a good question. It looks like he's just going to be blocking off the entryway here with the vehicle. The person doing the yelling is the victim's cousin. She is going to be the lady that's up there with the police. Again, we do have the vehicles blocking the traffic here on Griggs from University to St. Anthony. The homicide did occur in the alleyway there. Again, we do have it blocked off right here towards St. Anthony. I am waiting for the press release right now to come out so I can make it there to the presser down at probably the police station down there. So they did have a drone earlier, from what I know. They didn't see anything on the drone. But from what I know, that they did use a drone. There was a couple different vehicles that were described leaving the scene here. Minnesota Crime reported, basically off of scanner audio, squads are on scene of a shooting. One victim has multiple gunshot wounds to the chest and neck. Officers report the victim is not conscious and not breathing. A possible suspect vehicle was described as a blue Oldsmobile, last seen going eastbound on University Avenue from Griggs. Additional squads were dispatched to lock down the shooting scene, and crime scene barriers are requested. They did set up a crime scene log, but this was about an hour ago, roughly. So as of this moment, I'm just waiting for the press release. Yes. But again, for the people that are just joining, we did have a homicide that occurred here. It did happen between University and St. Anthony here on Griggs Avenue. There's an apartment building here on the corner. It does look like it's been, I believe it used to be a factory of some sort, but pretty sure it turned into apartment buildings now. The actual homicide occurred back there. As you can see, there's people working back there, trying to determine what led to what's going on. It's truly sad, when something like this happens more and more and more in our neighborhoods. And I've been thinking about Minneapolis, man. I've been praying for Minneapolis lately because it's been tragic over there, guys, and to see this start happening more and more over here in St. Paul is it's heartbreaking. But they are working on pictures right now over in that area. Again, family members did show up to the scene and try to get through here a bit ago. They are letting them go, I believe, through the front entrance of the establishment here. The cousin was outside screaming. A woman was just at Rice and Milford asking for cops. She's saying that she got into a car with a male a couple days ago and was assaulted. And now she says she feels like she's been drugged. The cops are going to be heading over there right now. Again, I am just waiting on the press release here. And then I'm going to be heading down that way to try and get things figured out. You know, I don't know if she was kidnapped or like held against her will or not, or if she was just drugged the whole time, or I don't get it either, honestly. Again, the vehicle they had a couple different vehicles leave the area. They believe they got one for sure with a plate and everything. It's a silver Outback and had a South Dakota plate. They do have a cops alert out for it right now. But they do have another vehicle, which is a blue Oldsmobile, and then they had a red vehicle as well leave the scene. So they are unsure which ones are related, but they did say that felony evading charges were put on the cops alert vehicle. So a little bit ago, we also had a high-speed pursuit, extremely high-speed pursuit. The vehicle was involved in a carjacking. State was asking for assistance because the vehicle was taken, I believe, with a rifle. Um, you know, the situation calls for assistance for pretty much anybody available. When someone gets carjacked with a rifle, you know, it just kind of ups the level of intensity. But they did, I believe, terminate it. They were on LTAC 2, but I believe they terminated it because of speed. Yeah, there's been a lot going on lately. I mean, it's been pretty sad. I mean, honestly, the news has been pretty sad. You know, the way Minneapolis was last week, and you know, it ended with another homicide, vehicular homicide this weekend, and it was just it was a horrible week for Minneapolis. You know, horrible few weeks, and honestly, it's just sad. You know, the stuff that's been going on over there, and some of these things been spilling on this side of the river. I've been seeing a lot of things about Rochester lately. I never realized how busy with crime it is out in Rochester. I've been actually trying to look into finding someone that lives out that way that maybe wants to get into doing what I do out here in St. Paul to try and team up together and make some type of collaboration. If you guys know anybody that would like to be interested, please just let me know. I could try to teach them the basics of what I know. And I don't know, we could try and work something out, but I'm not back officially yet, guys. You know, I just was able to come out here and figure things out tonight, so I'm not going to be out here forever. Like I said, I'm just trying to catch this press release, let you guys know what actually happened here, pretty much most of the details for you guys, as much as I can at least. Because, like I said, I don't know very many details other than what Minnesota Crime posted. And then I heard, obviously, just a few details like the drone, and they said that they were going to take down a drone. And I do not believe, from what I know, that they did a canine track, but I could be mistaken. But the last thing that the St. Paul police posted was on September 13th, and it was from that shooting that happened in Maryland, at the strip mall. There was a guy, the victim was Davion Brown, and he was 22 of St. Paul. And he was killed by, I believe, a 16-year-old kid, um, over possibly a girl, if I'm not mistaken. Uh, I mean, it's kind of sad. I believe the kid was Asian, possibly Korean, um, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if he was on a bike or not. But yeah, up in Fargo, I know it's getting kind of rough out there, and unfortunately, St. Paul is just it's been doing better, I would say, in my opinion, but it's still pretty crazy. There was a guy walking down Lexington the other day, completely naked. Um, there's a video all over Facebook of the guy, but it's just he didn't have a care in the world. He was just walking around naked, and I mean, it's kind of crazy to me if you think about it. But apparently, it was like 100 degrees that day. Yeah, a lot of these homicides this year have been kids killing kids, and that's the really sad thing about it too, is that before your minds are fully developed, you know, you come out here and you make some fatal mistake like that, and it's tragic. It really is tragic to the point where that's your life that you're giving up. You're literally giving up everything, your entire, pretty much everything. You're giving it all up for something that's probably real stupid. That's not gonna even matter down the road. Like, people make these decisions and they don't think about what really, I mean, actions are gonna, be taken because you wanted to take someone's life, or like, I don't think people actually think about it. And when they do, it's too late. You're sitting behind bars, and then you're wishing you would have never did it, or wish you never did that. And I mean, at that point, it's really too late. I know there's some people out there that don't even care. They'll take your life and just not care that they're in jail. It is what it is to them. But a lot of people do feel bad and everything. But like, you gotta try and feel bad before they go out and do these things, so you don't end up in the situation of pretty much being locked up for doing something stupid. And as a kid, all that anger is built up. You just have a hard way to control it. But you got to find a way, find something to be able to control your anger. And I know a kid, I know a bunch of kids that from my childhood that did a lot of time because they wanted to be out here, and they wanted to gang bang. They wanted to do everything out here in the streets, and it got them locked up for some long years in prison alone. Um, you know, the world still goes on around you, and you just sit there and you basically rot your life away for mistakes, you know. It's truly sad. So, I mean, based off of the location of the building is over here. Um, for some reason, the body is over here, closer to where people drive through. So it is possible that they are sitting outside a vehicle, standing outside a vehicle when a car rolled up, and it started firing shots. But they did say that the victim was hit in the chest and in the head multiple times. Alright, guys, so it does look like we got the victim's family coming out. It does appear that they are going to be getting aggressive again. Looks like they're going to be trying to get towards the body of the victim. It's truly sad, you guys, honestly. Again, we do have a homicide detective over here looking over at the body. Trying to figure out whatever they can. So it does look like Mike Ernster is here on scene. So it could be the press release is going to be here. At the scene of the crime. But again, there is Mike Ernster right in front of us here, the press, uh, public information officer of St. Paul Police Department. It's tragic, you guys, honestly. It's truly sad, you guys. Looks like he's going to be posting the press release information here with a picture. I'm just waiting for the update, guys. Per information, what we have here is that a vehicle rolled up. They did fire some shots. This victim was shot a few times in the chest, a few times in the head. Vehicle did leave the scene. They did use a drone to try and find anything. They're not able to find anything. The victim's family rolled up to the scene here, tried to get through this tape. We are waiting to hear about a press release on this one. We do have homicide investigators there working, trying to find out any details on what occurred here. Again, the homicide did occur right there in the back alleyway here, slash back parking lot. We are working on getting some information on the press release here. Mike is very busy right now. I am not going to bother him. I'm just either waiting for him to come talk to me or just gonna try and find it on their media page on Twitter. As I said before, the body is going to be behind that tarp barrier thing there. I haven't seen any news people out here, which is kind of strange. Usually I see quite a bit of news people on scene. Um, if I'm not mistaken, this is going to be. I'm not sure, honestly. So I believe it's a 17th homicide. So this makes it the 18th that St. Paul police investigated. But I believe there was two others that Metro Transit police investigated. At least one other for sure. And they keep them separate statistically. Yeah, it's honestly not the worst. I mean, we've seen worse years. Definitely. Yeah, being 75% of the way through the year is not bad. I mean, usually, there was a sergeant right there that was being an asshole to me last time, but I was at the shooting at Nickel Joint. But yeah, no, usually the winter months are a lot slower, I could say. So, I mean, it is good that we made it most of the way through so far with this just this many homicides. It doesn't look like it's gated. It's just, or it might be kind of gated. I can't tell. Looks like it possibly is, but can't tell from this angle. But it might be gated. You might be right. But yeah, I'm not sure if the vehicle was in the parking lot already. They did say it was a setup. That's what the cousin was saying. It was a setup. They set him up. They set him up. I did hear what appeared to just sound like a gunshot coming from towards like Western and 94 area, I would say. They did have at least two homicide detectives up there. Yes, Mark, I do appreciate it. And yeah, she is doing fine. She's. I don't know if you guys heard that, but again, it sounded like there was another gunshot, but that one sounded a lot closer. Um, she's doing great. She's doing really good. Her recovery is going really quickly, so she's doing awesome. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, I don't know if you guys could actually hear that or not, but it was like a single gunshot sound. There was one before then. Yeah, when I first seen this crime or the shooting, I was actually listening to a scanner, just about to get off of work, and when the shooting came out, I was actually just finishing up at my job, so I pretty much just finished up what I was doing. I got out here as quickly as possible. Took me a little time to get here, but I am working on getting back out here though, guys, and working on trying to get back to it. It's gonna be slow and steady, but I'm doing my best to try and not let the channel die out. Um, in the last few days, I have not gotten any views like that at all. So I've been trying to just go through some footage and work on some edits, but I haven't had too much time. Um, but I've been trying to just work on some edits and get some videos out there to you guys. I appreciate it, Papa Mike. Um, but I do want to let you guys know I'm working on getting back out here. Um, pretty much just working on new videos right now. Yeah, so far the scene is still pretty hectic. The family members are still grieving. Um, as one would expect, going through something like that is pretty traumatizing. It's pretty horrible. Gun violence is something that could be prevented, should be prevented, shouldn't be a thing that we have to deal with on a daily basis in our cities. Like I said, I haven't seen the news here, which is weird to me. I usually see at least, you know, one or two on scene. Sometimes they come a little bit later. If you guys have any video ideas, I do have a Gmail that I try to use under Streets of St. Paul 22 at gmail.com. Feel free to, pop up, pop out some ideas for for any type of new videos. Pretty much anything you guys got, tips. If you guys got any tips, I'm open to tips, or I'm open to pretty much anything you guys can got for me. And I do appreciate that, Mark. I definitely appreciate your support there. Alright, so it looks like they're going to have some more issues here with this family members. Yeah, if you guys can donate to the channel, I would really appreciate that too. Cash App is Streets of St. Paul 1. Again, Streets of St. Paul 1 on Cash App. If you guys can't donate, I understand, but if you can, please do so. I would really appreciate it. Working on just getting this channel back up and running, and so yeah, it looks like the family is just giving them a little bit of trouble trying to go see the victim, which is understandable. I mean, it'd be hard to see, your loved one like that, but at the same time, you just want to see him one last time, and give him a hug, give him a kiss, tell him you love him, and it's kind of hard to do so, under the circumstances. We do have a couple more officers that just arrived on scene, probably just for some crowd control here. If you guys know anybody that lives in St. Paul, frequents St. Paul, or just would like to know what's going on, around the world, feel free to let them know about the channel here. I'll be happy to, provide any information I can to anybody who wants to hear it. It's sad, you guys, these cries and screams, and it's terrifying hearing this stuff. It's traumatizing. It's super sad. Just hearing the pain deep in their voice and their soul it's heartbreaking. Still haven't seen an official word on a media update. I know he was on scene here. They did take some pictures. Not sure which picture they'll choose to provide us with here, but once I see the media update is available, I'm going to end this live. And I will end up posting it as an instant video. Mr. SS Monkey's uncle. Hey, Monkey's uncle. I really appreciate the donation more than you guys know. Thank you so much. Love the name, by the way. Again, I am still waiting on the information here on the homicide that occurred. We do have multiple family members that are on scene here. Like I said before, we do have the streets blocked off at University. What's this? So St. Anthony to University. The little alleyway between here. They did have a vehicle, a silver Outback. Did leave the scene here. They believe a blue Oldsmobile left the scene as well, but they aren't actively looking for that one. They're looking for the Subaru Outback. It had a South Dakota plate on it, and they got the plate information, but they did put out a cops alert for it. Basically a bolo. They are trying to identify the person and dust the car for prints. Hey, thanks, Ralphie. Talk to you later. I appreciate you. Again, we still have Homicide in the background there trying to basically just figure out everything they can on the body, identify all the shell casings and stuff like that. So sad that, this is starting to happen so often that, people are considering this as like the new normal. They were working on camera information to see if they can get cameras for Gordon Parks, and they didn't have any cameras pointed this way in this direction. So if you guys haven't liked the broadcast already, please do so. Please share. Let everyone know what's going on. The family does sound like they're getting aggressive again. Just not with police. If you guys know what these apartments are called right here on Griggs and University, you could let me know. I believe it used to be a factory of some sort, but they renovated into apartments. I know he probably left to go get all the information together for this crime here. When it originally came in, I didn't think that the person was, passing away. But then they said that they needed a crime scene log, stuff like that. Usually, when they need a crime scene log, it means that someone either died or is a major incident. So, I do want to thank all you guys for watching. I know it's late. It's going on to Tuesday. I'm gonna probably end it here. I will be posting if you guys want to watch whenever. Yeah, I saw that, Sean. It's unfortunate, you know. Whenever you guys, if you guys want to watch, I will be posting the instant premiere. Usually when I go live at the press conferences, they don't come out very well. The the connection I get inside the building is not very great. Um, but if you guys want to watch, feel free to watch it. I will be posting it in a little bit whenever I do get the information for it. So feel free to stay tuned. I do appreciate you guys' support. I will do my best to be back out here as much as possible. Um, Again, I do appreciate all you guys. If you guys can donate to the channel, Streets of St. Paul 1 on Cash App. I do appreciate it, guys. I want you guys to stay safe, stay informed. Have a great night.